Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about the UV logs. So you can able to see this one. As you can see, this is basically the full set of logs I have already collected uv.log. Okay, so this is a result of running the UV application when interacting with eNodeB and also the EPC. So let's try to understand just the fundamental details because this is an exhaustive log. It will take more amount of time to understand. So I'll be discussing with respect to layer aspects. Individual discussions I will take in a separate videos with respect to UV in interaction with the eNodeB, and also along with that speaking to MME as well. We are trying to see the NAS protocol and other individual layers when talking to the eNodeB. Okay, so now here you can see basically this is without hardware that I have already executed the UV and collected the logs that you can see here. The RF device is ZMQ, which is called as 0MQ device, which means it will imitate as a RF device as if we are working on the modem, and it is interacting to the eNodeB, and this is here the T export and also the R export, how it is actually communicating. So from the base station to UV or from the UV to the base station, the interactions are actually happening with the help of these ports and with the help of RF device which is ZMQ 0MQ. This library should be already installed so that we can able to make it work while running the UV and in interaction with the EPC and UV in as a part of L3 call. So now if you try to have a look at, let's try to understand, this is UV and RF, right, and stack and MAC. So individually you can try to see multiple layers are there. I'm just trying initially to give a insight view related to what are all the different layers, means as per the 3GPP compliant, and also what all the different the different layers are actually present. You can see here RLC is there, right, and also NAS is there, RRC and physical layer, RRC, MAC is there, physical layer is there. So going forward we will get the PDCP as well, PDCP and RLC also. As you can see, RLC layers are also there. So I think this is good enough for understanding what is currently happening, okay, in the UV side. Okay, so now just the fundamental base, but we will try to dig deeper in the upcoming videos as well. But today we are going to concentrate only on the NAS part, because in interaction with the core network as a part of L3 call, what are all the different NAS details as per the 3GPP compliant 24301, whether it is present or not, right? Those things we are going to see now. So now what I'm trying to do for this, I'm taking NAS as the filter in order to understand much more in detail. Okay, so I'm just copying and taking in a different file here so that we can understand. So when we are dealing with the NAS, it is understood that we are actually talking to the core network, which means to the MME. So that's why you can see here. So there is a GUTI, MTIMZ. People who are from the NAS background, they can understand very easily. Okay. Otherwise, please check it out. Just the fundamentals of NAS. I have already made the video. Please try to check it out in the different course. So MCC, MNC, MME group, MME code, right? I think all these things forms the GUTI. And security context. So the moment we talk about security context, we have encryption algorithm, integrity algorithm, right? Count, RX count, TX count, and K as me. These are all helpful for the security purposes. And stack. So NAS is switch on. NAS is switch on, switching on, no P element selected initially. NAS P element search, right? Starting P element. Now P element found. Okay, and 0101, which is MCC and MNC, this is tracking area code. Selecting the PLMN ID, NAS VLAN message completed, right? This is an MO call, which means UV has actually initiated data browsing or some website. That is the main thing about the data, MO data. Now generating attach request, generating PDN connectivity request. So this is where our actual logs start. So even we can see much more in detail with respect to the Wireshark logs also. Okay, so that we can see in the NAS discussion. And requesting booty attach, right? So this is basically DL SRB1 PDU, which means like in continuation with the L3 call as a part of NAS. So how my RRC is also preparing, those things are basically here, that we can see. Okay, but once we are attaching, means in this particular situation MME is actually talking to the HSS, and the preparations basically related to the authentication vectors and other things. So that's why you can able to see the authentication request. So by the way, here EPC and MME are actually MME and UV are actually communicating with the help of NAS protocol, which means because this is UV logs, you will be expecting receiving and transmission from the only UV side. You cannot able to see the EPC side logs. So that we will discuss in the EPC discussion. Okay, so that's why you can see received authentication request. So this message is actually coming from MME, and you are sending authentication response. So at the UV side, network authentication successful. So sometimes what will actually happen, there may be a fake networks as well. So that's why even UV side also authentication is actually necessary. It means UV also will confirm whether this is a right network or not, whether I have to go ahead or not, right? So in this particular case, it is right, means that is a valid and legitimate network. So that's why UV is actually sending the authentication response. So that's the main thing we have to understand here. Okay, and received security mode command, this is the reception from the MME, means MME is sending the NAS message, which is security mode command with these keys, right? And it can apply the keys, NAS encryption, NAS integrity key, and sending the security mode command, right? And then so integrity and attach accept, it means between these two, security mode command and attach accept, there are so many message exchanges happening between MME, S gateway and P gateway, like for example create session request and create session response. So in the and also the interaction with the HSS related to the subscriptions basically, and updating the location, insert subscriber data and updating the location. If you remember correctly from the NAS L3 call flow, then you'll come to know. Okay, please check it out, the other video related to this. Okay, now attach is successful, right? Receive, attach, accept. So for the attach request, now the response you are getting is attach, accept. So you can see here generating attach request, sending the attach request, and for that you are receiving the attach, accept. Now you are going to send attach complete. So DNS is this, which means like the moment attach is successful, so with respect to this particular APM, so we are getting the IP address allocated for this particular UV, and through DNS 8.8.8.8 you are going to connect to the network. So this is the IP address and this is the DNS, and sending the attach complete, attach accept and attach complete. So this is how the complete L3 call with respect to the NAS can be done. Okay, now any other things after attach complete, which means the L3 call is completed and the DRB is actually initiated, which means because this is a control plane thing, right? Control plane protocol, so you won't see anything related to DRB. That's the main thing. Okay, we'll see in the different layer specific discussion, where the U plane also will come into the picture, user plane. Okay, so this is one aspect, and another one received the RSA connection establishment. Why establishment? Because here already completed, and user plane has actually started. Okay, then after some time it will be going, it has gone into the idle mode. That is the actual scenario. Now here service request with empty access. Empty access means paging. That's why you can see here received paging, requesting RSA connection establishment. Service request which causes I mean the incoming call basically. So NAS is already registered, but RRC disconnected. Now connecting now, right? It's very clear, and we are trying to again connect. Service request is successful, right? So this is just the fundamental thing related to NAS for a normal L3 call, right? Here actually the scenario is we are connecting with the L3 call, and it has gone into the idle mode, but still the NAS context exists. It is just gone only the RRC idle, which means the EMM context exists, but our RRC is disconnected. Okay, so and afterwards then initiating the ping from the network. So that's why it is going with the paging message. So this is about the NAS, the fundamental understanding, and that's it for today, and see you again in the next video. Thank you.